Coming up on Valley View News, road construction begins on Pacific Coast Highway. Plus, Los Angeles legalizes sidewalk vending. And Ariana Grande's new music video breaks a record.
Hello and welcome to Valley View News. I'm Brian Bruman.
And I'm Sammy Shakta.
An alleged assault on a CSUN student last week was caught on video by the victim, and the student community was there to help.
CSUN student Gasid Kajejian noticed a man following her as she rode a Lime bike into campus. He followed all the way to her class building. Then she says he grabbed her hair. She ran inside the building where he followed her, so she started filming him.
Go ahead and tell everybody what the you're doing. What the are you doing? What love? I don't know you. Out of here!
He allegedly grabbed her by the throat, but bystanders pulled him off. He ran from the crowd that had gathered around, but was tackled and arrested by a CSUN police officer. CSUN Police Chief Ann Glavin says it was the best possible outcome.
The good part of a traumatizing situation is that we had student community members who helped each other and ultimately helped us, the police, CSUN police, arrest this guy.
The attacker has been identified as Peter Way. He's facing 2 charges of felony assault with a maximum sentence of over 13 years in prison. The victims went to court to see Way be charged and are happy with the results.
I mean, the victim in particular, the second one, who did a lot of kicking and screaming, was still in a feisty, fighty mood and said she was glad what she did and appreciative of what bystanders did and very appreciative of CSUN police. She was so glad this guy was in jail and locked up.
Criminal proceedings have been put on hold, according to the Los Angeles DA's office. A defense attorney said there's doubt about Way's mental competency to stand trial.
The man who allegedly attacked a CSUN student has a history of aggressive behavior. Valley View's reporter Veronica Barriga has the story.
The suspect, Peter Way, is a member of Gracie Barra Gym, where he practices Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, a form of competitive martial arts incorporating choking techniques and submission holds. Gracie Barra is about 2 miles from CSUN. Amanda Bermejo trained with Way.
He wasn't aggressive just by looking at him or talking to him. He was very talkative and he really wanted to get close to you. The aggression didn't come out till on the mats, and then it was full on.
Bermejo practiced with Way often during routine sparring sessions known as rolling. She recalls being shocked by Way's intensity. She says the alleged attacks on 2 female CSUN students didn't surprise her.
Especially when one of the victims said that he looked like he was going to revenge on her. That's when I'm like, yeah, I know that feeling because I felt that too rolling with him.
CSUN's police chief, Ann Glavin, says fighting back against an attacker is key. She also says it's important to draw attention to the situation by any means necessary.
And so you have to do what you have to do. And if that means fighting back, kicking, screaming, getting other people's attention, you've got to do it. And these women did it and did it well.
Valley View News reached out to the owners of Gracie Barra Gym. It is confirmed that Peter Way is a member and practices jiu-jitsu at the gym. However, they declined to comment on the story. In Northridge, I'm Veronica Barriga reporting.
Some CSUN students praise the victim for filming the incident, but others say there are always more ways to be safe.
I would have recorded it just because nowadays a lot of people don't believe women or any assaults that happen to women, and so I feel like we have to have proof in order for someone to believe us. So I do feel like it was a good thing that she recorded it.
Honestly, just stay with friends because she was alone. About the recent incident, she was alone and she ran and nobody knew who she was. So if she was with friends, maybe it wouldn't have happened.
Although the attack happened in Bookstein Hall during daytime hours, students should always be aware of their surroundings. Emergency blue light phone call boxes are all over campus. Safety escorts are also available to walk students to their cars. It's important to avoid walking alone, especially at night.
A new law might change the way Californians buy food and snacks from street vendors. Valley View's reporter Londi Sagastume has the story.
This is a sound that brings joy to many people, but to others, it's a sound that's part of simply making ends meet. The Los Angeles streets have always been filled with street vendor culture. Now, Governor Jerry Brown signed the Safe Sidewalk Vending Act. It's a state law granting permits legalizing street vending. Rick Coca is a spokesperson for council member Jose Huizar. He says the new law is great news for low-income immigrant families who contribute to the local economy.
They're not going to get their equipment confiscated. The public knows what they're eating is safe because it's gone through county health and has that, verification. And so it's a win-win for everybody.
Rosalia has been street vending for 4 years. She says she's blessed to finally be able to earn an income without the police taking away her merchandise.
We will work with more tranquility, more responsibility, but it will be better for us.
John has owned King of Juice for 18 years. He says the new law will hurt his business.
It's going to make it easier for them to sell. The city's going to make money, but I'm the one that's going to be hurt because I'm going to have less customers coming to me. I'm going to be paying the same bills, and it's not helping me at all.
Meanwhile, Elsie also makes her living selling fruit.
All your life you have to run with fear because they throw your product away. You have to keep watch and you're never calm.
Now that this law will take action in 2019, street vendors will be able to make their living with pride. I'm Lottie Sagasume in Los Angeles for Valley View News.
The city of Los Angeles has been dealing with homelessness, a problem that seems far from a solution. Valley View News reporter Jesus Mendez has more on the story.
Homelessness is becoming a big problem in the streets of LA. The Los Angeles Mission Center has been around for over 80 years serving those in need. Steve Schultz is the Vice President of Programs and Emergency Services at the facility. He says resources are available for those who want to turn their lives around.
Some people are very comfortable with doing that. Other people come because they're broken and they no longer can manage it themselves. And they say, I need to change, I need help.
The facility offers a place for people to eat and stay overnight. The center also provides extended programs for those who wish to rehabilitate. Victor Lozano came to the center 11 years ago when he ran into trouble with the law.
And it actually saved my life because although I wasn't doing drugs at the time, I was carrying 2 guns. So that would have been strike number 3.
He now works at the facility and says he is blessed to help others. Although he's one of many who took advantage of the second chance, not everyone is willing to do the same.
The system is somewhat designed for those people that want that kind of lifestyle, and they're living the lifestyle.
Schultz says the government and the nonprofit organizations need to work together.
Focusing on helping people. These are human beings that we need to help.
The objective here at the Los Angeles Mission Center is to rehabilitate individuals who lack resources and integrate them into society. In downtown LA, Jesus Mendez, Valley View News.
Funeral services were held for George Herbert Walker Bush, the 41st president. He was 94 years old. He was also the father of George W. Bush, the 43rd president. One memorial service took place at the Washington National Cathedral.
I made mistakes, but they don't measure up to regrets.
He was the nation's oldest living former president.
The Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences has undergone some big changes since the Oscars So White controversy. Here's Isabel Ochoa with more on the story.
The Academy Gold Talent, Diversity, and Inclusion Program was created after the Oscars So White controversy in 2015. It focuses on recruiting women and people of color. Esteban Melendez is a coordinator for talent development at the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences.
We wanted to create a pipeline that enabled more underrepresented communities in the industry and give them opportunities to access the industry in ways that weren't available before.
The program lets interns meet aspiring cinematographers and other industry professionals. Mallory Lovings participated in the first Academy Gold program.
I would attend events that would have not only great people on the panels, but then also people who are coming to see the events. So networking with the people who are there to talk to us about what we are doing or how to, benefit Hollywood. And then the people who are going to these panels are also people who are wanting to make a change in Hollywood for the better.
The Academy Gold program helps bring more Latinos into the film industry. Esteban Melendez says Latinos need programs like this.
Somebody tell our story, my parents' story, their parents' story. there's so many opportunities, and so few of us know that they're available. So I'm in it for that.
The Academy Gold program wants to expand the job opportunities available for their interns after their summer program. Meanwhile, they also want to create a formal alumni network. In Hollywood, I'm Isabel Ochoa for Valley View News.
Closures on Pacific Coast Highway started Monday, repairing parts of the highway that were damaged by November's devastating Woolsey fire. The work involves replacing burnt and damaged guardrails, clearing drainage lines, and restoring damaged signs. Work was previously done on Canaan Dune Road. It is now reopened. Delays are expected for motorists. It's advised to leave earlier than usual or choose an alternative route while road work is being done. This will be the beginning of a 20-mile stretch of road closures that will take place.
The average price of gas in LA County has dropped to its lowest point since March. The average price of a gallon of regular gas dropped 33 cents over the past 41 days to $3.54. The average price is 26 cents lower than 1 month ago, but is 34 cents higher from more than a year ago. This is the longest streak of gas prices dropping since 2016.
People are getting ready for the upcoming holiday season. Valley View's Chris Farias has the story.
The holiday shopping season does not end after Black Friday. Christmas is just 3 weeks away, and shoppers are still finding great deals. Some even say this is the best time to find the perfect holiday gift.
For these shoes, the Fenties, they're like originally $180 and I got them for $20.
Now would be the perfect time to shop, only for the simple fact that it's so dead in there.
This is also the first holiday season that we won't have a Toys R Us. I'm Chris Farias, now back to the studio.
It's time now for entertainment news with Valley View's Daria Hariri. Daria, what's going on?
Brian, so much once again. Ariana Grande finally released her highly anticipated music video, Thank You, Next. The video broke a YouTube record for the most simultaneous viewers during a premiere. It also broke a record with more than 47 million views in 24 hours. The song was Grande's first #1 on the Billboard charts. The empowering breakup song's video pays homage to 4 romantic comedies of the 2000s, Legally Blonde, Mean Girls, 13 Going on 30, and Bring It On. So, thank you to you, Ariana, and on to the next story. As the holiday season approaches, the Los Angeles Kings Holiday Ice is a popular attraction for many family and friends. Valley View's Jay Davis has more on the story.
It truly is the most wonderful time of the year, as all of the lights of LA Live create an inviting holiday destination for many families.
Besides the Christmas vibe and everything, it's very family friendly and it's very convenient, and a lot of the staff here are very friendly with you.
Whether you're a pro or a beginner on the ice, the rink is open to the public. Everyone is welcome to come out and bundle up to start off their holiday season.
This whole vibe with like the fake snow coming down, music playing, the Christmas tree of course gives me Rockefeller Center, but we're a little better than Rockefeller Center. One of my friends can't ice skate though. She has a surgery on her arm, but I'm like, you already got one sling. Take a chance, honey. Go on, honey, take a chance.
This is a fun fantasy for hockey fans. They strap on skates and experience what it's like to be on thin blades. Fans have fun as they pace themselves doing laps around the Christmas tree in the middle of the rink.
We come here to like try an ice skate, but we're not really good at it, but it's fun to try it. And it's like Christmas, so it's really nice to just come.
This makes me like respect hockey players more, because I can't even ice skate. Like, I can't even imagine like actually competing in a competitive setting.
This is great for families and friends as they can skate on into the holiday season. But if you haven't had the chance to come out yet, don't worry, as the ice rink will still be here until January 6th of 2019. In downtown Los Angeles, I'm Jay Davis reporting for Valley View News.
Now for some show business. The creator of Broadway musicals Hamilton and In the Heights, Lin-Manuel Miranda, received a star in the Hollywood Walk of Fame last week.
It means the world to me that my star is outside this theater because I love it so much. In the Heights and Hamilton, we're both here. But the fact that there is a star marking where I got to say these lines is, I cannot tell you what a dream come true that is for me.
Miranda has won 3 Tony Awards, 3 Grammys, an Emmy, and a Pulitzer Prize. On December 19th, Miranda will hit the big screen starring in a Mary Poppins remake alongside actress Emily Blunt. Well, it's been a fun ride, y'all. That's all your entertainment news. I'm Daria Hariri.
Thanks, Daria. More to come on Valley View News. An English broadcaster warns leaders about the impact of climate change.
And the LA Rams may have a chance to win home field advantage throughout the playoffs. Our sports reporter Aaron Peoples will give us a preview. Stay with us.
Leah, did you put a new dent in that?
This one? No.
Were you texting and driving again?
Yes.
Hi, Leah.
Hi, Dad.
Sorry about your bumper.
You love their music. Why would you steal it? When you illegally download your favorite band's music, they might just disappear. Downloading music without paying for it is just not cool.
A magnitude 7.0 earthquake hit Anchorage, Alaska last Friday. It was followed by 1,000 aftershocks. Many roads were seriously damaged. The Alaska Department of Transportation says 50 sites are discovered damaged so far. Most of the damage was to the highways north of Anchorage. As of Monday, there are no reports of deaths or major structural damage to buildings. Experts say strong building codes passed after the Great 1964 Alaska earthquake helped prevent further damage. CSUN's campus newspaper, The Sundial, has a few new stories in the works.
Here's the Sundial sports editor Justin Vigil with details.
Thanks, Sammy and Brian. Right now in the Sundial, we have a story on the man who allegedly sexually assaulted two CSUN students. We also have a very moving profile on a CSUN social work student from Peru. And in sports, Lamine Gian and Shannon Fluker continue to dominate the men and women's basketball team. We have an upcoming story on the potential of two Big West Players of the Year coming out for CSUN. It would be the first time the award would be given to two basketball players of the same school in over 30 years. That's it for us at the Sundial. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Justin. From issues with natural gas to climate change, here's international news reporter Catherine Molina in our Digital Media Center.
Thank you, Brian. Qatar will quit the Organization of Petroleum Exporting Countries early next year. Qatar's energy minister said they're leaving OPEC to focus more on natural gas. They want to boost natural gas production from 77 million tons yearly to 110 million. The country will still attend OPEC's winter meeting in Vienna, scheduled to begin Thursday. Nature broadcaster David Attenborough warned world leaders that climate change could lead to the end of the natural world. At the opening ceremony for the International Climate Conference called COP24, Attenborough said now is the time for action.
The continuation of our civilizations and the natural world upon which we depend is in your hands.
Representatives from 200 countries attended the UN-sponsored conference. Mexico's president signed an order to investigate the disappearance of 43 students missing since 2014. President Andrés Manuel Lopez Obrador says he wants to clarify facts and get justice for families. During the signing event, family members counted from 1 to 43 in remembrance of the victims. This was the first official order of Lopez Obrador as Mexico's new president. That's it from around the world. Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Catherine. Los Angeles bounced back in sports this week. Here's the latest with Aaron Peoples.
But first, we go into horse racing. Horse racing goes back thousands of years, well before any other recognized sport. But with as much history comes a lot of mystery. Here's Valley View News sports reporter Brandon Benitez with more.
Horse racing in the United States dates back to the 17th century. The Del Mar Fairgrounds hosts a sport that, on the surface, seems simple. Fastest horse wins. But the truth goes deeper than that.
You got to figure out what strategy to go into every race, really. Where the horses are going to be during the race and where I want to be and where I think I need to move.
Jockeys prepare physically by maintaining a preferred weight. Strategically, their preparation for each race changes often.
Every horse is different, and you got to ride them that way. You know, there's speed horses, there's horses come from out of it. You know, the distances change every day, every race.
Picking the right horse is a gamble. They have a short window to meet expectations. The consequences can range from relegation to forced retirement.
The better ones, you look for the better races, and the ones that aren't so good, you look for what we call claiming races. That means somebody else can buy that horse in a race.
Horse racing carries a lot of uncertainty. The horse's performance can vary drastically. That's why their owners and trainers put their stock on the riders.
The riders here in Southern California are the best in the world. So they can get on. Sometimes the best thing is for them not to know and just get on and ride.
Although it may seem like speed and endurance is enough to win, strategy and consistency is the key to getting to the winner's circle. From Del Mar, I'm Brandon Benitez, Valley View News.
After the Saints lost Thursday, the Rams have a chance to win home field advantage throughout the playoffs. And Ndamukong Suh returned for the first time to face the Lions, the team that drafted him out of college. The game is tied at 3 in the second quarter when Jared Goff drops back and throws a dagger to a crossing Robert Woods for the touchdown to put the Rams up 10-3. In the third quarter, the Lions start a comeback with Matthew Stafford lobbing a pass to offensive tackle Taylor Decker for his first ever touchdown to bring the score to 16-13. But in the fourth quarter, Aaron Donald blasts through the offensive line and leaps for the strip sack to end the Lions' comeback. The Rams win 30-16 to become the NFC West champion for the second year in a row. The Chargers go to Pittsburgh in a battle of two playoff-bound teams. The Chargers start a comeback as Phillip Rivers drops back and throws into double coverage, getting a lucky bounce, and Keenan Allen catches a tip drill for a touchdown. Desmond King catches the punt, making three guys miss as he sprints 73 yards for the touchdown to tie the game at 23 in the fourth. Chargers pull out the late game win after getting 3 attempts to make the game-winning field goal, and the Chargers win 33-30. It's been 5 years since the Lakers and the Clippers were in the playoffs together. This year, both are in the top of the Western Conference. The Purple and Gold takes on the Phoenix Suns at Staples Center. First quarter, Suns up 18-5. Devin Booker puts up the floater, pushing the early lead to 15. Back come the Lakers. Second quarter, Michael Beasley drives, then finds Brandon Ingram for 3. That ties the game at 31. LA keeps it rolling. Later in the second quarter, LeBron jab steps, then hits the jumper, plus the foul. LA leads by 7. Lakers cruise in the second half. LeBron finds Kyle Kuzma off the screen and sinks the triple. Kuzma finished with 23 points. 18 of them came in the first half. LA goes on to win 120-96. Shifting to the Clippers, DeAndre Jordan and the Mavericks playing against his former team. Second quarter, Mavs down 52-50. Dennis Smith Jr. lobs it up to you-know-who. Jordan flushes it to tie the game. Couple plays later, Smith Jr. drives before finding Harrison Barnes in the corner. He nails a 3, putting them up 6. Less than a minute left in the game, Mavs down by 1. Barnes misses the layup, but Dorian Finney-Smith tips it in for the lead. LA looking to retake the lead, but Jordan gets the steal and draws a foul. Clippers still have a chance. Tobias Harris has the ball in the post. He hooks it for the tie, but gets blocked by Smith Jr. Mavs hold on and win a close one, 114-110. This loss snaps the Clippers' 4-game win streak. Despite being 9-1 at home, their road record is 6-6. That's all for sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Aaron. Coming up on Valley View News, a Florida woman goes missing in Costa Rica.
Also, Microsoft becomes the most valuable company in the world. Stay with us.
Do you know what to do?
Yes.
Bring it back to me. Then I'll give you your money.
Frank Thomas, you are under arrest for the theft of trade secrets. Come with me.
Bye-bye, Frank. Theft of trade secrets is illegal.
Eva Marie smoked 12,000 packs of cigarettes over 15 years. She quit, and now there's a new lung cancer screening that could save her life. You stopped smoking. Now start screening. No matter how much you smoked, early detection could save you. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
I came to CSUN to learn. I came to CSUN to grow. I came to CSUN to prepare. I learned to question, to answer, to encourage. I grew as a mentor, an ally, an advocate. I left CSUN prepared to uplift and embolden, prepared to challenge and inspire, prepared to teach.
I'm Rebecca Milwaukee, and I'm a Matador.
A Florida woman disappeared in Costa Rica hours before her return to the U.S. Carla Stefaniak was celebrating her 36th birthday with her sister-in-law in Central America. The sister-in-law left Costa Rica a day earlier. Mario Caicedo, Stefaniak's brother, believes she was kidnapped. She checked into her flight online but never made her flight back home.
Of course, dead. That's, of course, the worst. Second worst will be human trafficking. She's already somewhere in Honduras, Nicaragua.
Her family says they want answers.
Marriott Hotel guest information might be in trouble.
Here's Amaya Milan Wright with social media, tech, and health news.
Thank you, fellas. A Las Vegas man is partially paralyzed after receiving a flu shot. Shane Morgan also lost his vision, the ability to walk and breathe on his own, one day after the shot. His family says he's in the ICU. He's on a ventilator. Doctors are treating him for GBS, a rare disorder that damages nerve cells.
I take it 3 times a season. That's to do this once in a lifetime.
The Morgan family says they're sure the flu caused his condition. The Marriott Starwood Hotel's database was hacked. Hackers stole 500 million records. Marriott says personal information from 327 million guests was exposed. It includes passport details, phone numbers, credit card info, and emails. The hack started 4 years ago. Marriott shares have declined 4% since the hack was discovered. Marriott says they'll inform affected guests about the hack. Microsoft surpassed Apple as the most valuable U.S. company. Apple's market cap is $847 billion. Microsoft is worth $851 billion. Microsoft shares fell nearly 20% in November, but it still managed to stay on top. Apple says they'll no longer disclose iPhone sales in order to avoid hurting sales. Apple says holiday sales won't likely reach Wall Street's expectations. Microsoft hasn't held the top money post in the U.S. since 2003. That's it for social media, tech, and health news. Brian and Sammy, back to you.
A couple was reunited with their lost engagement ring after it fell down a storm drain during the proposal ceremony. The couple, John and Daniela, are from the United Kingdom. Their proposal went horribly wrong during their visit to New York, but now things are looking much brighter for them. The NYPD tweeted in hopes to find the couple who lost the ring. After many retweets, the couple's finally reunited with their ring after they thought they would never see it again. The NYPD even made an official announcement letting the public know that the ring is now with its rightful owners. They also thanked the public for helping spread the message on Twitter.
That's all for us this year at Valley View News. Thank you for watching. I'm Brian Baruman.
And I'm Sammy Shakta. For news any time of the day, go to our website, sundial.csun.edu. It's been a pleasure.